In the not too distant future, I will meet a woman who will eventually become my wife, and on occasion she will refer to me as Boo Boo, but rest assured, I am no fool. I understand that we live in a world where everyone wants to be right about something, and when they see something on the internet, they will give a take, and in their minds they will think, I am correct, and no one can tell me otherwise. But the problem is, everyone has a differing opinion about something, and they have experiences to back up their differing opinions. But with this video in particular, I'm willing to bet it all, the house, the living space of everyone in America, and my testicles, that we are all going to agree, because there is no way anyone could play defense for this or come up with some opinion that's supposed to make me feel bad for the person who's being rightfully criticized. You cannot tell me about supporting black businesses. You cannot tell me about the hardships of being a black person. You cannot tell me that it's Black History Month. You cannot tell me that I'm trying to hurt a black woman's business. None of the defenses you might come up with for this specific topic are going to stick, and it's going to make me reach through this camera and punch you in the throat. And with all that being said, let me get my shtick out of the way, because I am the doctor, professor, philanthropist, gynecologist, veterinarian, cafeteria lady with the big double D titties that serves you that slop on Mondays, professional dog walker, Burger King onion ring connoisseur, McDonald's protester, dildo expertise, clit finder, San Francisco 49er cheerleader, WNBA water boy, and the first black transphobic wizard in the Hogwarts universe, according to Twitter, whose civic duty is to teach the young minds on how to not be stupid on social media. I understand that many people who are parents want to provide a luxurious life for their child, and sometimes they spend too much time at work on the grind and not enough time with their children. Perfectly understandable dilemma. And sometimes, if you're given the opportunity, you will bring your child to work with you for a little bit of experience, maybe just to take care of them because there's nobody to watch your child, or so that they could see you work in real time, to understand that everything they're doing and all the things that they have are the work of you, the parent. Understandable. But when you're somebody who owns a business and you want to bring your child in to get some experience so that they can know the hustle and bustle of the work life, you would want to make sure that your child is of age and not a fucking 7-year-old doing Brazilian waxes on women's.
There are moments when an email comes into the Fox 13 newsroom that will stun each and every one of us. In fact, in this case, a message that was forwarded by social media by a post, it shows a young girl performing body waxing services on a nude woman. It is outraging people, not just here in Memphis, but across the country right now. While Fox 13 worked immediately to delete that email from our systems, Fox 13's Dominique Dillon set out to investigate and make sure that the child was safe. Because, Dominique, people are demanding that the child's mother be held accountable in this situation.
Yeah, Darcy, that's right. And this afternoon, Memphis police released a statement saying they are investigating along with the Department of Child Services. They're asking people not to save or send these images to anyone. So Fox 13 is following that warning. In this story, you will not see the pictures to protect the dignity of the child involved. We can only tell you, by any reasonable standard, they're extremely disturbing.
I just feel like anybody that was in there should be registered as a sex offender.
This Whitehaven mother did not want to show her face on camera, but she had a lot to say about a social media post of a little girl waxing women's genitalia. The pictures posted online were graphic. Upon the recommendation of police, Fox 13 is not showing those pictures in any form.
I would never put my child in a situation. They're children. They need to stay children for as long as possible, especially in the world we live in, to have to grow up that fast and see those type of things. And, you know, I feel like that was wrong, and she should have known better.
In an Instagram post, a woman who offers waxing services claimed the photos show her daughter performing services on women. The post says, quote, "When I say I'm passing down deeds and LLCs to my creations, I mean that." She goes on to say her daughter helped her wax 24 clients over the course of 10 hours in one day and made nearly $750.
What were you thinking? You know, why would you think that in what world, especially in the world we're in, that would be okay to expose your child to adult stuff?
We would like to know as well, so we decided to ask her. We stopped by a home address listed for the woman who allegedly made the post. Fox 13 has chosen not to identify her to protect the identity of her child. No one came to the door. We also tried to reach the woman by phone. No answer. The call went to voicemail.
That was one thing her mom posted online that was already not okay, but sharing that video, try to respect her privacy. That is a minor.
It is beyond absurd. Anyone with a functioning brain is going to have their child doing something like this. When you see a child at a workspace and you see them like, oh, hi, can I check you in your mind, you're thinking, oh, that's pretty cute. Go find me an adult, you little shrimp. You do not expect to see a child doing full Brazilian wax melts for adult women. I struggle to understand why even an adult woman would think to herself, yeah, I'm going to have my legs hind up right now. Why is this child touching me in my... I don't think that's really a necessary thing. I don't think we should be having this happen right now. But it's seemingly like a bunch of people are comfortable with this. And at least if there is one silver lining, I am not the only black individual seeing this and saying, what the fuck?
As a mom, this daughter waxing women situation definitely has me sick to my stomach. And the people defending it have me even more sick to my stomach. And yes, people are actually defending it. It's the grind culture idiots who think that you got to make $1 as soon as you pop out the womb. But I can almost guarantee you that was not about grinding. That was not about hustle. That was not about teaching whatever. That was either about some kind of predatory situation that mom had going on, or she simply just wanted her daughter to do her work. You know how I know that? Because in the caption, she literally said that money is going to go towards whatever the daughter's dreams and aspirations are. Which means her dreams and aspirations aren't even waxing. So you got her. She don't even want to wax. And that's what you chose to do. There's some ulterior motive behind that. Because why did we not ask her, hey, what do you want to do? What would you maybe want to do as you're older? And let's do some things to go towards that instead of putting her in the job that you already do. It wasn't even the fact that she put her on the job. It was the things she gave her to do on the job, because eyebrows exist, armpits exist. Me personally, I wouldn't have put my kid waxing no armpits, but eyebrows and upper lips exist. Also, one thing nobody's really said, the child labor laws on that. And don't get me wrong, I know we all was in our grandmama and mama's beauty shops and doing whatever they was doing, but like, were y'all working the entire day? Because I wasn't, but I, maybe things were different, I don't know. But regardless, I know the child labor laws, that's probably why the cops stepped in, because she shouldn't even be working.
So the aesthetics world is going crazy right now, all because this mother let her 7-year-old daughter wax 24 clients from like 7 in the morning to 5 p.m. And people are just going crazy, reporting her, bashing her, doing all kind of crazy stuff. So let's dive into it.
I cannot show that. It's so nasty.
Why do we have this child?
Why? All of it.
Innocent child.
I don't want it. I can't show it, but just imagine a child in front of this. You see how unnatural this is? You see how uncomfortable I look? Do you think a child should be in front of this? If you do, you're weird. But everybody else, congratulations. You're fucking normal. This in front of a child is weird.
In people's cootie poppers. Like, that's crazy. Like, girl, you should know you could lose your license for this. Like, are you insane? Like, and don't get me wrong now, the baby laying down the wax dress better than some of these estheticians I done seen on the internet. But still, she need to be in school. She need to be watching Dora the Explorer, reading books, whatever. She should not be playing in people's cootie poppers. That is exposing your child. There could be predators that you don't know about. Like, it's insane, guys. It's insane. And it gets even worse. Why is this baby playing in people's booty holes? That is crazy. Now, waxer, if somebody fart, it's like you damn near pass out. Imagine what's going to happen to this child. Crazy. Like, come on, mama. You should have known something bad was going to happen. You should have known they was going to report you. I know you had different intentions, but your execution was just way off. And y'all know the internet work quick, baby. Because they done reported her. She done have over 2,000 reports. The people done showed up to her house, the Child Protective Services. Like, can you imagine? Like, you about to lose your license and your child. And here's the report. She about to get hit with everything, y'all. Sexual abuse, child endangerment, like just everything. Child labor, like y'all don't understand. Like, I feel so bad for her, but at the same time, like, you really have to think about the consequences of your actions sometime before you perform the actions, if that makes sense. But as an esthetician, I know she's gonna lose her license. This is just crazy. Crazier shit has happened. I live in Florida. This is where all the crazy shit happened.
There has to be something illegal about a 7-year-old waxing grown women. As a mom, something has to be wrong with you to think that any of that is okay. And then to go in and post about it, did you want brownie points? Why is she not in school is my first question. And then you're going to let her work from 7 a.m. till 5 p.m. as if she got a full-time job? Ma'am, she should be doing homework. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And to all of the ladies that sat there and opened up their legs for a literal child to come up in their crevices doing whatever, you're disgusting. Everybody that took part in this situation is wrong and should probably have charges pressed against them, except for the kid. No loving parent will let their child do anything even remotely close to this. What if she caught something? You don't know the sexual history of those women? What the hell? Then she gonna have multiple angles of this child. Talking about she gonna put the money away for the child, as if we're supposed to believe that. You got her doing free labor, and because she's your child, you feel entitled. That is wrong, and I hope she goes to jail. Bye.
I dare anybody play defense for the weird shit like this. I want this mother's business shut down because that is something I would believe Brazilian waxes need experienced and licensed people to do. So she's already breaking code of conduct. I want her investigated. I want the people who got Brazilian waxes from a fucking child to be questioned also, because no way, shape, or form under the sun are you going to craft any form of argument that is going to make me feel sorry, bad, or want to see the success of someone who is vehemently ignorant to the point where they're having their child do this and for some reason thought it would be a great idea to let the world see it, because maybe in a stupid corner of the world people are going to see that and say, oh my God, what a strong independent mother, making sure that her daughter don't need nobody else's help and she could start a business and she can start early by waxing. You're not going to have them make a lemonade stand. You're not going to have them do a little bit of community service, maybe work at some adoption dog center. No. You're going to have her wax because that's the right outcome. That's the smart thing to do. That's the objectively correct thing as a mother that you would do. And to anybody who's going to try, because I know you will, just know I am going to do every voodoo trick under the sun because I am from New Orleans and I will reach through your camera and choke the living piss out of you because you cannot play defense for something like this. I will be lurking in the comments to see if anyone tries to play defense for this. But in the meantime, let me end it like this. I know I'm not a parent, but I often dream of the days that I will eventually have the luxury of becoming a mother. I know that there's a weird corner of the world that says, if you're not this, you can't speak on that, even though that same group of people always has an opinion to say about shit that doesn't relate to them. Understand me clearly. It don't take having coitus to pop out a kid 9 months later to see this and have the opinion of fucking ew. It does not take adopting a child to see this and say ew. You know what it takes? Your fucking morality. And if you have the wrong morality, you'll justify it. Everybody else, glad we could all agree that all of this shit needs to be shut down immediately. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.